World's End Harem. The next High School DxD? Maybe. I'd argue that yeah, because as a manga reader, this story has the same character archetypes, but different plots of course. Now, if you don't know what World's End Harem is, then don't worry because I'll explain it in a second. In this video, I'll just give a brief overview of what to expect for the anime, with best girls, and overall when the anime is going to end story-wise. Now, for the plot overview. A virus kills 99.9% of men in the world. That's it. Okay, that may be a little too simplified, but that's just one part of the plot, because there's a lot of moving pieces. But let's just keep on going. This is our main character, Reito. Sorry if I'm butchering the name. Whatever. He likes Erisa, a work colleague. Both of them actually like each other, but they never really confess until now. However, our main character has a very lethal disease called multiple sclerosis, which is very lethal, and if it's not treated, you're gonna die. And the only way to cure this is to go into cryostasis for 4 years or 5 years, around that. So both lovers say their final goodbyes before Reito goes into cryostasis. But during those 5 years, the MK virus is born. And like I said before, this virus killed 99.9% of men in the world. And what happened to that other 0.1%? Well, as it turns out, if you're put into cryostasis, the virus doesn't kill you. But how is our main character an exception? Well, obviously plot armor, of course, but also during his sweet slumber, his body was able to develop antibodies. And with the world population halved, Reito and 4 other active men must repopulate the world, as they are the only known men to be alive since the beginning of the MK pandemic. And that's it. The plot is not that mysterious or action-packed like Steins Gate, Death Parade, or basically any other anime. However, it is slightly different from any other harem anime because this time it sets its characters in a post-apocalyptic world, which, if I recall, is the first harem anime / manga that is out there. Obviously, not regarding the spin-offs from World's End Harem. Every other harem anime is either an isekai or, just like school settings, which most of them actually are there, like in high school or middle school. But before I go into the waifus, there's just some things you need to watch out for. This anime, of course, is borderline hanime. I will not disagree with that. There's a lot of scenes where it's just that. And there's a lot of not safe for work panels that go into detail, but fortunately it doesn't reach the levels of Redo a Filler. And of course that it's in its own league without a doubt, and that is just one thing I'm grateful for. With that done, let's talk about the girls. Since this is a harem anime, there are a bunch of them, and I mean a bunch of them. So I'm only gonna talk about 3 that I like the most. Taking the number 3 spot, we have Akira Todo. If you ever wanted to be Little Spoon, this is your chance, your golden opportunity. Akira is an athlete who is very competitive, takes care of her friends, never gives into shyness, and most importantly is jealous. I will not be talking about her body because I am not that down bad, and I'm a firm believer that personality outweighs looks. However, she is very tall. That is something that you need to know. Now, in second place, we have Natsuo Ichigo. If you ever wanted to be a stay-at-home husband, well, son, Natsuo is the one, and you won the lottery. Let me tell you why. To be honest, Natsuo is second place because her family is very rich, and that influences her personality because she is very kind and very pure. However, she doesn't know how to do certain things because she would always have servants, maids, or other people do it for her. Her kindness is just something that I adore. And the big plus is that she has various traits from tsunderes to guderes and a few others, which I find quite enjoyable and again, very lovely. And in first place, before I talk about her, I will say that manga spoilers coming up, and also anime, because this is definitely not going to come up in the anime because this is very far off in the manga, like very, it's not gonna reach there. So you have been warned. And in first place we have Mira So. To put it simply, I don't care about her job as the administrator. She was just artificially made to suit Reito. And even to her personality, she was trained to think fondly of Reito and learn everything about him. And she is a 10 out of 10 and I love her. Now let's talk about what to expect in the anime. First of all, let's do some math. Usually around 3 manga chapters cover an anime episode, but that can vary. So if we assume this is gonna be one of those one and done anime with only 12 episodes, then around 36 chapters of manga will be covered. And as it stands, in my opinion, this should be fine. Ending in the 36th manga chapter would be optimal, as it would be a great cliffhanger and it could maybe promote a season 2. I don't know. However, there is one variable that we still need to input to complete this formula, and that is how much fan service will there be in the anime. If it's the same as High School DxD, where the plot and fan service both progress linearly, then reaching the 36th manga chapter in 12 episodes would be possible. But if the anime focuses on the fan service and not the plot, then it will achieve nothing. And it will be a waste of time, like Redo of the Healer and other ecchi animes that don't accomplish anything.
So as you see on screen, the anime is actually being delayed until January 2020, which is something that I agree with, because it's a very difficult manga and anime to handle because it is very sexualized in nature. So I will be waiting, and many others, until January 2020. No complaints here, but I am glad that they're taking this step to further review the content they're going to be putting out to the public. I just wanted to say that as a quick post-production thought, and I know I'm kind of inconsistent right now, but it's just that these anime essay videos do take a long time because, you know, scripts and editing and all that stuff, but after this, it should be back to the regular schedule, and I'll see you guys next week.